everyone. Okay, it's a lazy Sunday, I'd say morning. I genuinely don't know what time it is because I've been, let's have a look. Oh, right, it's like 5 to midday. Thank goodness it's not the afternoon just yet. All morning I've been researching a few art supplies and stuff and watching some YouTube videos, trying to get, well, I am inspired, but there were a couple of videos that I really wanted to watch, so I've just been watching those. I'm feeling really tired today. I think I'm just a little bit run down, but I'll be okay. Anyway, in this video I wanted to test out, to swatch in here, and don't worry, I will fast forward it. You don't have to watch the whole boring process of me swatching colours, but after testing out I'm going to have to really think doubly hard when I talk because I'm that tired. When I tested out the Daniel Smiths, I have bought myself some colours since. Somebody recommended to me to try Schmincke, and I was like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to go down that slippery slope of more watercolours because I know I'm going to like them. So I thought, well, they recommended to contact Schmincke anyway and to inquire about a colour chart. So what they did was they sent me the catalogue, very, very kindly sent me the catalogue, and 2 dot cards to try. This one is the, hang on, right, okay, so this one is the 12 set. So that's one I'm going to be doing first. And that is, I just had it a minute ago, that's one I'm going to be doing first there. This one is, how many have I got in here? 35. So let's see, something to do with the different sets. So we've got the 12 half pan set there, and I don't know if this is, anyway, it's just 35 colours, I believe. So I'm going to swatch them anyway and see how I feel. It'll be the first time I've ever tried Schmincke. So I'm really excited to do this, and it's just such the perfect thing to do on like a Sunday morning as well, because you don't really have to think too much about it. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm also in this video wanting to test out my Jane Davenport journal tapes, and hang on, did I take one out? I did. I've taken the one out that I wanted to use, and I've put it down on my desk, which is so dangerous because it's so messy. The thing is, I work in such a tiny space that generally in this house I can find everything. I can find everybody's things, but in this tiny space, when I put down scissors or a ruler or even, I don't know, anything really, it just goes, it disappears. It's almost like it just camouflages into this desk. Worst thing, I've just taken out one of these tapes and they're white, and I've put it down and there's just not a chance. I'm going to have to find it in a minute. But anyway, yeah, I got out one of the wide blank washi tapes from Jane Davenport, inspired or enabled by Little Raven Ink. Yeah, she totally enabled me with her gorgeous video, which I'll link to below. And I thought, well, I'll try it out with whatever, I've got watercolours and stuff, and definitely some gold foiling will be going on and some embossing. But I've also got, I wanted to try out, I bought 2 little pots rather than the pack of Brusho. And if you're familiar with these powders, not just Brusho, but powders in general, where you, you know, you tap it onto a page, you can tap it onto a dry page, spray it with water, and then the colours just burst, they just spread out. Yeah, that's what these are. But with Brusho, they're similar to, I should have written a list really, but there's all different powders on the market. But you know, if you've watched my other videos, that I've tried, one sec, okay, hang on, Cosmic, oh, if you can hit, that's my feet. I've got no socks on and it's like a laminate flooring. So yeah, I tried these, I love them, the Cosmic Shimmer, but obviously they've got like a shimmer to them. These ones don't, and I could tell you a little bit more about it if I was a bit more awake. I think I'm going to go and make myself a coffee while I do this. But the yellow ochre, that's not a colour I would go for. But on the, oh, you know when they do like little sample swatches, and the photos never do justice. the colours in this were amazing. So I thought, well, I'll go for this because I was really drawn to the way it looked. It was so different to anything else, and I just thought, well, I've got to try that. And the crimson just looked really gorgeous. So I thought, well, if I really like these and I really enjoy them, I'm going to buy the full set because my local art shop stores stocks them. So I'll try those. And I was really intrigued as well to know how these would look on the washi tape, because when you dry these, if you tap them on, spray them, and then get a tissue and then just dab it down and leave it like that, leave it to dry, or dry it with a heat gun, it looks stunning. So I thought I would love to see what a washi tape would look like with that effect. Again, these aren't, well, that's not really a colour I'd normally go for. The effect though, that's what I want to say, the effect of this was stunning. So I'm going to try that out. Again, if I do enjoy them, I will buy the full set, and I would love to try and make washi tape with more colours with that. Right, so I'm going to grab myself a coffee, wake up a little bit more, and then get these swatched, and then charge my camera up as well, because it's going to be a long afternoon, but in a good way. Lots of time playing with all my lovely art supplies. So yeah, hope you enjoy this process. So got my coffee in my favourite mug. I love this mug because it's got Brighton Pier on there, and I used to live in Brighton. Well, work in Brighton, live near Brighton. And look what I found! My washi. So I've done these swatches, I've waited for them to dry, and already I can see, oh, my camera is all wonky. Yeah, already I can see hold still, some really lovely granulation going on in some of these colours, and I didn't know what to expect with Schmincke at all. So the watercolour card on here is different, obviously, from what I'm using, so the colours come out slightly differently. So you can just see there. But I don't know, I'm still sort of, I think because the colour palette that I've been sent, it's quite, it's not limiting, because you can mix colours and create new colours, but compared to what I've swatched with Daniel Smith, I mean, I've got loads here, so all these purples and the blues, so I'm a bit spoilt for choice, and it's like, oh, it's so beautiful. And then when you come to here, I feel like I've just swatched my craft sort of watercolours, the cheap set. I say cheap set, I think it's the colour palette. But the actual colours themselves, the actual watercolours themselves are beautiful. They're so, so lovely. And it's made me intrigued. I love this one and this one. It's just made me more intrigued. Like, I would love to try out some more colours. And then, because it's been a bit of an unfair comparison, really, because I've got this many colours here in the Daniel Smith, and I absolutely love them. But here with the Opera Pink, the one in the Schmincke set is Opera Rose, and it's stunning. Just look at that, that's absolutely gorgeous. There are colours on here. I don't know where I put my other one. Hang on. Yeah, so there's quite a limited palette there, but on here, like with the operas, let me just see opera pink there, and then I'm guessing that's it there. So it's come out a little bit more vibrant in the Daniel Smith on this watercolour paper, only ever so slightly. I've yet to write the names on these. But as it's come out on this watercolour card, it's absolutely stunning. It's more beautiful than I think that there, but it's more actually pretty much, hang on, sorry, more similar. So it really does depend on the card, on the paper you're using. So I would now, what I now need to do is to test out the Schmincke on the Tomo River paper, because that's the paper I use the most. But all that this has done for me is left me more intrigued, because like I love this colour here. I need to learn the colours, haven't really gone through the names yet, and so that's something I'll do a little bit later on. But yeah, I'm more like, oh, I need to try some more colours now. So it's left me with more questions than answers. So I'll definitely be exploring the Schmincke. At the moment, I'm leaning more towards Daniel Smith, but there are colours in here that are like, oh wow, I definitely need to get. I don't know if I can, if there is a comparison in the Daniel Smiths at all. I haven't had a chance to do that yet, so I don't know. But this Periline Violet and Brilliant Opera Rose, I love this one as well, the Deep Ruby Red Deep. So that's really nice. And the Potter's Pink, I'm sure Potter's Pink in Daniel Smith is different, but yeah, that's really nice as well. And this one here, so yeah, I'm asking more questions now. So I think I might, it's an unfair comparison when I'm limited with the colour palette here. So I think I need to explore Schmincke just a little bit more to really see which I prefer. But I don't think it's going to be a case of I like one more than the other. I don't know. I think I am leaning more towards the Daniel Smith again, but I think it's a case of I do need to look at the other colours in the Schmincke. So that's the comparison anyway. So next I'm going to be moving on to the washi tapes. Yeah, sorry, I've just got these strips here. I've had to record this like several times because noisy household. But yeah, I've got the wide blank one from the Jane Davenport pack. Cut them down to wide enough so that I can, or long enough so I can put them on the edge of an A5 journal. And I just used, I don't know, for some reason, it's just not liking it today to zoom in. Right, let's see if it will do it now. Zoom in. So I know the Brusho pots. And I did the, yeah, I'm sorry if it's not zooming in properly, but you get the idea. I did the yellow ochre. Oh, it looked amazing. So hang on, it's still wet, so just gonna have to be careful. There. Really stunning, different colours. So beautiful. So that's going to dry really nicely. And then I've got the one in Scarlet, which is an amazing colour. I really am tempted to get the whole pack now, because I don't know if this is going to, please zoom in. I really want to show you how nice this is. Okay, so it's got like little bits of like purple in there, and I love how it just bursts where I sprayed it. And I did spray it quite far away, I didn't want to do it too close, but it's just come out beautifully. So they're going to look really, really good when they're dry. So next, so they're the Brusho. I thought, well, I'm going to try the Cosmic Shimmer in Candy Pink. So basically what I did with the Brusho, I'm going to do with this. So because I think I've missed a recording, you'll see exactly the same. So basically how I use this is how I use the Brusho. So the process will still be the same. on. It's so beautiful, but I think with it, gold would look really nice. So like maybe some gold foil, as opposed to embossing. I'm not sure yet, I'll just wait and see, but I've got to wait till it dries anyway, so that's turned out really well. So nice. The watercolour goes so amazing on these tapes. I can't wait to see how they dry. So much fun, this. Right, Jane, if you are watching this, you definitely need to get, like sell these in a pack, blank, as like this, because I can see me going through this roll really quickly. Let's see, I need a nice vibrant yellow. So I just tried out different colours, different watercolours, as I just felt drawn to, trying my best to keep the colours that are meant to go together so I didn't create mud. But I mean, these have come out, when you put the watercolours on this tape, they come out so much darker and vibrant. It's like it just pulls out all the pigment in the watercolour. And I love that effect there. So I'm going to try different effects with this, because you could have this on its own like this, or you could then do like a stencil on top. So yeah, once this is dried, I can maybe do something else with it. So like the watercolour is just the base, so that's, I just love how that's turned out. I decided to do another strip on camera because I obviously wasn't able to. Let me zoom in. For some reason, I didn't missed the Brusho, so I thought, well, it's a brand new product. It's a new product to me. It's a new product, and I really wanted to show it on camera. So I thought we'll try and cut now some more washi, and then so I'll just cut some more washi, and I'll do some with the Brusho, so you can see what it looks like. Right, so. So I'll take, in fact, I'm gonna, okay. So with the Brusho, you pierce the top of the lid, and then you can cap it off with like pins, so that, you know, these, what do you call them, pinboard pins, whatever, so that they don't like leak or anything if they fall over. So this one is crimson. Just don't want to get it anywhere because just one little grain, you know, causes a lot of like high pigmentation. So I want some to overlap as well, so because I haven't seen what they look like when they overlap. And then pop the thing in there, and this is the yellow ochre, and this, oh, I just love the effect on this because of all the different colours you get in it. Okay, where's my spray? Right, start to send. So cool. Look at those colours. I don't know if you can see, let's zoom you in. Oh, it's so amazing. You can see all that all the different colours in the ochre. So what I'm going to do now is use a tissue. Let's see. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. Okay, so these washi tapes have turned out, just have my dressing gown on because it's been a bit cold in the house. The washi tapes have turned out, I need to unstick the ends, absolutely amazing. They're pretty much drying out. Look at that one. Look at that. So nice. I need to brush off some of the powder that's left on these washi tapes here. This is the Brusho, this is a Brusho, this is the Cosmic Shimmer, and these are like a mix of the Schmincke and the Tropical Prima paints. But I love how, so I'm going to have to brush those down in a sec, leave those separately. But I love how these have turned out. I'm just such a massive fan of colour and like the rainbow colours, and I love this. I would love to try some pastel colours out next, but yeah, I think I'm going to leave this one as is. But with these, I feel that maybe they need a little bit more on them, so I'm going to next try out the some gold foiling. So I've picked out a couple of stencils which I'll be using, and just see how I will get on, because the glue, putting the glue on, and you've just got to be really careful it doesn't go underneath, so I'm going to have to try not to do that and see how it turns out. So it's just an experiment really, so yeah, I'll speed up the process so that it's not going to be too much of a long video. I'm just going to leave these bits here to dry naturally, and then I'll add some more gold. I love it. Abstract stars. Just look at that. I mean, I did the stencil through this bit. Not sure if it's gonna, yeah, you can see it, can't you? Yeah, so I did the stencil. It wasn't really coming out very well, so I just did, sometimes it shows just do things like you don't need all the tools. Just I put the stencil to one side and I just used a pen and did my own dots, and I thought it came out, they're both equally as nice, but obviously that stands out a little bit more. But anyway, I really love this effect. I love the gold and the glitter against this pink and purple backdrop. So my favourite pieces are these. Just look at that. I'm going to zoom in. Just love those so much. Hold on. There you go. So beautiful. Oh, this is my favourite one. Oh, just look at them for ages. I just love these so much. I love how they turned out. And then you've obviously got the watercolour ones. Oh, this one. Okay, let me just find, maybe it'll zoom in like that. So this one is Crimson Brusho. And then on top I used the Versamarker pen. And then I put on there, oh, what's it called? Okay, so this is the Fairy Tale embossing powder. So it's gold, sorry. So it's gold with, I'm going to show you, zoom in, with glitter inside it. And then this is the effect that you get. And I only did half, well, just over half, because I just basically thought I might carry on, but I was running out of time. But that, it's like mermaid scales. It's so super glittery. See that? And that's washi. Just can't believe it. I mean, it's going to just be stunning in a journal page. So I am loving that. And then with, got glitter everywhere. So we've got that one. And then I thought with this one, because it looks a bit plain to me. Just hoping it's all focused. So I thought what I'm going to do is experiment by finishing off the circles. Zoom out a tiny bit. Finishing these circles off in a fine micron pigment pen. So I'll just like add sort of details. And it just makes the white. I'm not sure if I'll do all of them or not. It's really addictive. Could do this all day. Well, I have done this all day. Been painting and doing other things as well. Feeding the tribe as well. So yeah, I'll carry on obviously, but these are all my gorgeous washi tapes. I don't know, I think like it's really good because if you, like, I'm totally happy with these two here. Okay, there you go. Yeah, really happy with those. Move the camera. Happy with them, so I'm not going to do anything else to them. But when you come around to using these, you can, if you think that they're a bit boring or you know you need something else to add to it, you can layer. So you can, obviously I can add something else. I can do some brush writing on there or some doodles or add some embossing or foil. I love this one so much as well. So I really can't wait to use these. And look at all the different effects. Sorry, in different projects. But yeah, these you can get so many different effects. Obviously I've got the watercolour ones as well, which are really cool. So, oh my goodness, Jane, please bring out more of these, like in a box of however many, but all plain, so we can get creative and make so much of our own washi, because that's just amazing. I'm just loving this so much. And thank you, Little Raven Ink, as well, for your video to inspire me to do these, because I would never have known about these washi tapes. So yeah, really excited. It's like candy. It's just so exciting. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've pretty much spent, I know this video is probably not going to be that long, as long as the day, but you've pretty much spent the day with me today on these different projects, because obviously I've waited for some to dry and done other things in between it as well. So yeah, thank you so much. If you have any questions, pop them below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, take care.